Okay, I want to show you a quick way to improve your bowl, the same bowl that we made earlier. And the bowl looks really good. This is an example of one of the bowls, and the bowl looks good. It's got a good lighting system, so when I do Shift Z, the live render, it looks really good. But let me just show you one thing that can improve it, and it's really the material that we're going to improve. And so this is just kind of a trick I want you to learn and use for this assignment so that you know how to use it. And I'm going to show you a few things about it. So this material right here is called a diffuse surface or material, or yeah. So diffuse, that means it's diffusing light. So it's kind of a matte texture, and when the light hits it, it scatters it, and it diffuses it to make more light around it. And so it's not shiny, it's diffused light. And that's partly why I use a ground plane for everything, is that it diffuses the light. It bounces off that ground plane and sends light everywhere, so it just lightens everything up. So the diffuse shader or material is good, but there are other options as well. And for a bowl, a lot of times they're not a matte texture. A lot of times they're shiny or ceramic or kind of hard plastic that reflects a little more light. So I guess makes it shiny a little bit instead of diffusing it. So I'm going to show you how to take this diffuse and change it. And one thing I want to show you is if I like this color, if I have a color that I like, when I change it, I'm not going to have that color. I have to find it again unless I copy the hex code right here, and this is it. So I'm just going to click once right here. I clicked on hex right here, and I'm going to click here and do a Control-C to copy that. And then when I get rid of this or change it, I'm going to click on the diffuse shader and get a principled shader. And this is something new in the last couple years with Blender, and this is an awesome shader that allows us to do lots of things with it. So already I'm in the preview right here, and I can see that it's it looks like there's been some settings. I was messing with it earlier. Okay, this is kind of the default right here. It's kind of a glossy look to it. There's a shine on it already. You can see in my render when I change it that I can see the reflection of the light source that I have, which is really cool. But I'm going to change the color. I'm going to make it maybe a dark red. Yeah, there we go. So now that looks really great already. So all I did was change it to a principled shader, and I turned the roughness down, but by default it's all the way down anyway. So there's a shiny kind of ceramic look to the material. And we could stop there. Let me show you just a couple other things you can do with it. The roughness, if I click and drag on the roughness, I can bring that up, and that makes it so it's not quite as shiny or glossy. And that's kind of sometimes a plasticky look, I think. Yep, just like that. So that's pretty cool too. Let me show you, let me take that roughness down again and show you if I wanted a metal surface, not necessarily for the bowl, but just in general. There's this metallic option right here. If I click and drag that all the way to 100%, it looks kind of funny with that color, but if I got rid of that color, back to white, I got back to RGB and put these all to 1. Make sure it's in the middle. And then it's just silver, just like that really shiny silver. And that's cool for a lot of different things. In fact, like the spoon will make it metal and some other things. If I wanted the bowl, so it looks kind of funny in here, and the reason is because there's not much to reflect off of. This looks really cool right here, but that's because they've put a wall in the background, they've put checkers, they've put other walls and a light source, and so there's a lot to reflect off of. And since there's nothing reflecting off it right here, to make it look really good, we'd have to just add more to reflect. Let me show you, before I do that, let me show you if we add some roughness. It still looks metallic, just a little bit different, just not quite as shiny. So, and this is all just preference and depends on the object that you're doing. And we don't necessarily want a metal bowl, but I'm still going to show some cool things real quick. So if I zoom out, and I'm going to do Shift Z so I can see what's going on here. I've got this ground plane. It's pretty big. I'm going to select it and go into edit mode. And just like they have a wall back here, I'm going to add some walls. And I'm going to do that by extruding, pressing E on the keyboard. And I'm going to extrude, and then now all of a sudden it's a cube. So I'm going to zoom in to the inside of that, and then look, I've got some walls. So that's kind of a quick and easy way to get walls. Just make a ground plane, go into edit mode, and extrude it up and make some walls. So now if I render this, look how different it looks with just the walls to reflect off of the glass or the metal bowl. So that looks pretty cool. I'm going to take off, I'm going to right click and select the bowl again, and I'm going to take off the roughness just so you can see what it looks like all shiny. And there's just more to reflect, and you can see more now. There's not just gray expanse forever and ever. There's some walls. So it's kind of on the floor. It almost looks like a doggy bowl or something, but it's pretty thick. Let me make it a little thinner. Just one more way to improve the bowl if you want. Press tab to go into edit mode, and if there's an easy way to select the outer edge and then resize it. So if I hold down Alt and click right in the middle of these lines going all the way down, oops, and then if I hold down Shift also, so I've got Alt and Shift, and I'm right clicking to select just the outer edge of that whole bowl. And then I can change the thickness of it by pressing S to scale and make it thin. You know what? I showed you a trick last week that I'm going to undo that, and we're going to go back. Control Z. If I select everything and I do an Alt S, Alt scale, then it can also change the thickness. So that's another way of doing it. This way is going inside out, and so I would have to change it anyway, so I'm going to actually go back and do the other way that I had it. So Alt click, Alt Shift click, Alt Shift click. I'm just holding that down. I'm going to select all the outside of that, and then I'm going to scale it thinner. I'm going to raise it up a little bit so the top is still flat, but then the bottom kind of comes inside out, or comes inside of the inside part of the bowl. So I'm going to scale it on the Z axis and make it a little taller, just like that, and then bring it down more. Okay, so now it's kind of coming through. Maybe I'll scale it a little bit less, S than Z. There we go. Cool. So now it's thinner, and now when I render it, Shift Z, it's a thinner metal bowl, which is a little more common with a metal bowl. So that's the material, the principled shader. I'm going to go back to my color, actually. Let's see if it's still got my hex number copied. Control V. Did I show that? Oh no, because I went and got a different color. So I guess I didn't need that color anyway. But there's the blue, and it's metal. I'm going to take off the metallic look and get my ceramic bowl back. I like the red a little better, the deep red. There we go. Okay, so that's one way to improve the bowl, and by just changing the material on it.